Welcome to day 14 of my COVID-19 isolation. I have some good news. I just got the test result back from my first test since being diagnosed with COVID-19. And this test came back negative. So that's really good news. I have one more test result to go. I need to make sure I have two negative results within a 24 hours of each other to determine if I'm contagious or not. So I have the first result, and it's good. Things are looking up. I feel good. We just got a couch in the mail, so I need to put a couch together anyway. So I need to be able to get out of this room and get our living room in order. So, what I think I'm going to do while I'm waiting for the second result, and it's taking some much more time to get COVID-19 test results back, obviously because there are more people getting tested right now since our numbers are so high. So it took a lot longer to get the first result back, so it's going to take longer to get the second one back. In the meantime, I think what I can do is start cleaning up my isolation room, wear a mask around the apartment. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you think I'm being too lenient, if I'm being too lax on on that. I don't know. Or tell me if in the comments if you think I've been too strict on myself this whole time. I don't think there is such a thing as being too strict in a pandemic, personally, especially when you live with somebody else who is immunocompromised. But that's the good news. Do want to bring up one more tip that I have. Somebody contacted me about their friend who is having a hard time isolating because she is a single mother and she tested positive for coronavirus, and so did one or more of her kids. And so she's trying to figure out how to get paid sick leave from the small restaurant she works at. And my heart really goes out to people, especially single parents, single moms out there. It's almost impossible to isolate the way that you need to when you're in that kind of situation. And so I was telling my friend that her friend needs disinfectant. She needs as many masks and gloves as she can get her hands on. And here's the other thing. She also needs, and anyone you know that thinks that they could be exposed to COVID-19 or they've tested positive for COVID-19, they need to get as many plastic cutlery and disposable plates as much as possible. The reason being is in a household that is properly quarantined, one person should be in charge of making the food, and it should only be that one person. And they need to wear a mask and gloves, especially if they have COVID-19, but even if they don't. And then that person needs to be washing the dishes. Now, if they're cooking in pots and pans with spatulas and spoons and all that, and they're wearing a mask and gloves while they're doing it, then they can dish out the food to people in their separate rooms. If hopefully that's possible for the more of us than not. And they all stay in the rooms. They open their doors. They grab the food, bring in the room, and shut the door. Then that person can wash the common dishes, meaning the pots and pans and whatnot. But as soon as somebody has to wash the dishes that were used by somebody who ate off of them and they have COVID-19, now we're in really shady business. Now this is where you can also get COVID-19 if you don't have it already. If you're touching used forks and spoons and knives and chopsticks from somebody who has COVID-19, and you're washing their plates and their cups, that's no good. Even with a mask on and gloves, if you have to do it, you have to do it. Wear a mask and gloves when you wash. But if you can get um, paper plates and paper cups, styrofoam. Well, I don't like styrofoam. I don't like waste in general, but this is an exception that we made, and that really saved us in our isolation. Uh, Using biodegradable paper plates and biodegradable cups, and we did use plastic um, spoons and forks, unfortunately. But you do what you got to do to stay healthy and stay alive. But the reason being is then each person should have their own garbage receptacle in their isolation room, and they should only throw away their waste in that one receptacle. And they should be the ones to take it out to the garbage. That way nobody ever comes in contact with your garbage. That's how I did it in my isolation. I made sure that Kadla never comes in contact with my dishes. She never comes in once they're used. She never comes in contact with my garbage. That was a big rule, and so paper plates, paper cups help to achieve that contactless used dishes scenario and garbage. So that's my last tip. Hopefully I get news of my second test soon, and I'll be able to leave this room, but I'm going to start cleaning in the meantime. First things first, I'm going to take the bed apart, wash all the sheets and blankets. We have a bed bug protective bag around the mattress. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to wash that as well. And then I'm going to use a steamer that we use to iron, to steam clothes. And it might be a little tedious, but I'm going to use it to steam the mattress and then take the opportunity to flip it. And that's my first task for the day. So, all right, stay safe. Wish me luck. Fingers crossed on getting another negative reading from my second test. Stay safer out there. Be healthy. I bless you all. Talk to you later.